best motorcycles in the Philippines in 2021. Check out this latest interesting mix of best-selling two-wheelers that we have compiled for you. We're only into the third month of 2021, but a lot of happenings have already taken place within the local motorcycle industry. Among the noteworthy ones, aside from the recent unveilings and rollouts, is the opening of the new Yamaha motorcycle assembly facility at the Lima Technology Center, LTC, in Malvar, Batangas late February. It is crucial to note that the small displacement scooters of Yamaha Motor Philippines, YMPH, will be coming out of this plant, with the Yamaha NMAX 155 and Yamaha Aerox 155 having already rolled out of it most recently. Whether this will have an impact on the current market dynamics remains to be seen, but one thing's sure, Yamaha dominates our February 2021 Best Motorcycles list, and this will likely continue in the near, perhaps even the long term. The Honda Click 125i is still unable to snatch back the pole position from Yamaha in this month's roundup, while fellow Big Four Suzuki and Filipino brand RUSI managed to take one slot each in the top 10. Find out which motorcycle models have made it to our February 2021 list, and hopefully, we'll be able to guide you in your purchasing decisions. At number 10. Suzuki Raider R150. In February, Suzuki's reigning underbone royalty, the Suzuki Raider R150, drops from its top 8 spot to the last ranking in the top 10 best motorcycles. Being in the top 10 is good enough, especially since its newbie kin, the Suzuki Bergman Street 125, got kicked off the list as early as December last year. The last known updates for the undisputed king of underbones had been some time ago. So, to keep the Raider 150 feeling fresh, Suzuki has recently fitted the 2021 Suzuki Raider, both carburetor and fuel-injected, FI, variations, with new liveries. The carb variants don 3 new colors for 2021, which are a blue and gray combination with blue wheels, red and black combination with red wheels, and blue and orange combination with black wheels. Similarly, the FI variant gets 4 fresh colors, which are the new black and white color combo, black and red combo with red wheels, black with red accents, and blue and red combo with black wheels. Offered in both carb and fuel-injected gasoline engine variants, the track-oriented but humble-looking motorbike sports a 147.3cc, 4-stroke, 4-valve, single-cylinder Euro 3 compliant DOC engine. The carb mill can deliver an impressive 15.4 horsepower of maximum power and similarly impressive 12.4 Nm peak torque. The liquid-cooled FI power plant yields a more powerful performance of 18.2 horsepower and 13.8 Nm of torque. Both carb and FI engines are paired with a 6-speed transmission that is formidable enough to propel the Raider R150 to 160 km/h top speed. The Suzuki Raider 150 sits on a telescopic suspension layout with coil spring oil dumped up front and a swing arm monoshock at the back. Braking is also powerful as the bike is equipped with front and rear disc brakes, ensuring a safety ride even at high speeds. An anti-lock braking system, ABS, feature is however not yet available for this urban and rural commuter. Design-wise, the Suzuki Raider R150 borrowed styling cues from its Suzuki GSX-R brother, among them the blue color headlight, the digital analog instrument panel with shift timing light indicator, the alloy wheels with tubeless tires and sporty exhaust. At number 9. Yamaha YZF-R1. Despite the loss of the best-selling middleweight YZF-R6, the Yamaha YZF family remains incredibly popular. The king of Yamaha's street-oriented sports bike stable, the big and bold Yamaha YZF-R1, is still in the best motorcycles list for February, although it has slipped down to number 9 from its top 7 perch in the past month. The Yamaha YZF-R1 represents the pinnacle of the Yamaha YZF line of street-legal sports bikes. The Yamaha R series has always been a perennial favorite by many big bike enthusiasts from every corner of the globe, including the Philippines, with the YZF-R1 being the most coveted of them all. The YZF-R1 is always a top contender in most sports bikes best lists, going neck on neck with other superbikes of the same size and category, and has already brought many top honors for its Japanese maker, Yamaha. The latest generation of the sensational Yamaha YZF-R1, which was revealed in 2015, is considered a world-class beast of a big bike that has been proven and tested not only to provide ample power but also an extraordinary and exhilarating riding experience. The hardcore sport bike can attribute its performance to the mighty flat-plane crank 998cc 4-cylinder, 4-stroke 16-valve liquid-cooled fuel-injected DOC gasoline engine that draws out a stonking power output of 200 horsepower and 112 Nm of torque paired with a 6-speed manual tranny. Sporting an aggressive R styling with its full-fared glory, the YZF-R1 is truly attractive and muscular with a number of expensive but functional components that contribute to the big bike's overall dynamics, such as the carbon fiber bodywork and the pair of magnesium wheels. LED lighting and digital instrument gauges also come standard. The sensational YZF-R1 is also loaded with safety and ride assist features including traction control, an alarm system, a pass switch, to name just a few. Given the loads of fine features it has been fitted with, the latest iteration of the Yamaha YZF-R1 available in the Philippines comes with only one ABS-equipped variant. At number 8. Yamaha XMAX. After a month-long absence, Yamaha's midsize maxi scooter, the Yamaha XMAX 300 rejoins our top 10 best motorcycles in February. This middleweight maxi scoot from the popular Yamaha Max series already has an updated 2021 iteration launched in Europe, but YMPH remains mum about the Philippine reveal. This big scooter, which first arrived in the Philippine market with the entire Max series back in 2018, has been a good contributor to YMPH's overall sales. The Yamaha XMAX bears close resemblance to the Max, which unfortunately was displaced from our list this November, particularly its robust exterior with bold, sporty styling and the boomerang motif. Among its exterior's highlights are the large rear-view mirror and the conveniently located throttle and brake controls. The 292cc Yamaha XMAX churns out 27.6 horsepower of maximum output and 29 Nm of highest torque courtesy of its 4-stroke, 2-valve liquid-cooled SOC engine that is attached to a V-belt automatic CVT, making it easier to do linear shifts. Like in the other Max scooters, this Blue Core mill, that comes with a compact combustion chamber, enhanced valves and idealized timing, makes for increased fuel economy and diminished loss of power leading to a more optimized performance. It sits on a backbone frame and supported by a telescopic fork suspension and unit swing for its front and rear suspension layout, respectively. Its 15-inch front and 14-inch rear wheels are both fitted with hydraulic single-disc brakes for a superb stopping ability. They are wrapped in tubeless tires that are designed to grip the road strongly even on wet or slippery surfaces. The sole standard variant available in local dealerships comes with ABS, traction control and a pass switch. Other features include a keyless ignition system, steering unlock, and an answer back key to easily locate the unit with one press of a button. At number 7. Yamaha YZF-R15. Up from its top 9 ranking in January, the Yamaha YZF-R6's small sibling, the Yamaha YZF-R15, sits on the 7th spot in our February Best of Bests. Riders who get intimidated by bigger displacement motorcycles but want to drive a sporty, aggressive-looking machine can settle for the entry-level Yamaha YZF-R15 155. With 12 years of tried and tested performance in its resume, this smallest member of the Yamaha YZF series offers riders a feel of the racing experience on the road and with innovative technology to boot. The Yamaha YZF-R15 is run by a 155cc single-cylinder 4-stroke, 4-valve liquid-cooled sock gasoline engine that's capable of a maximum power output of 19 horsepower at 10,000 revolutions per minute and 14.7 Newton-meters at 8,500 revolutions per minute of peak torque, which is attached to a 6-speed manual tranny. The YZF-R15 latest model standard variant with ABS offered in the Philippines boasts a number of good features such as LED headlight and taillight plus a modern touch of digital gauges. At number 6. Yamaha Fino. The Yamaha Fino rejoins our best motorcycles list once more after its January hiatus, and is now perched at the top 6th spot. Before the Yamaha Mio series took the local scooter segment by storm, there was the Yamaha Fino. It might not be that easy to purchase a Yamaha Fino these days, especially since Yamaha Motor Philippines Incorporated, YMPI, has officially removed the model from its current lineup. But the fact that the Fino sits in our top motorcycles list this 2021 proves that it hasn't lost its appeal, and is still among the most preferred scooters in the Philippines, whether brand new or used. Introduced over a decade ago, the Yamaha Fino 115 offered a refreshing take on the local scooter segment with its trendy and stylish design and a relatively low seat height, at 30.7 inches, that's perfect for most Filipinos with short stature. It is also relatively lightweight, at 96 kilograms, making it easy to maneuver on Manila's congested streets and even in traffic. These features alone make the Fino a rider-friendly scooter for riders of all ages and genders. Powering this small but easy-to-ride scooter is a 114cc 4-stroke, single-cylinder air-cooled sock engine. The fuel-injected mill can churn out a healthy dose of up to 7.75 horsepower at 8,500 revolutions per minute and a peak torque of 8.5 Newton-meters at 5,000 revolutions per minute, paired with an automatic transmission V-belt, which is Yamaha's version of the CVT. The Yamaha Fino 115's suspension layout consists of telescopic fork in front and a unit swing at the rear. Its front wheels come with hydraulic single-disc brake while drum brakes are fitted to the rear. The Yamaha Fino doesn't lag in terms of technology features as it comes with a smart lock system, a smart side stand switch, and an integrated key shutter. Its instrument panel is however still analog. At number 5. RUSI Classic 250. Debuting in our best motorcycles list in December last year, Filipino brand RUSI's Cafe Racer, the RUSI Classic 250, slides down one notch from its January ranking. Now perched on the top 5 spot, the neo-retro style RUSI motorbike continues to be a popular and affordable choice among Filipino cafe racer enthusiasts. As with other cafe racers out there, the RUSI Classic 250 is fully customizable. User reviews of this motorbike are fairly good, with a lot of riders happy with the vehicle's looks, engine, handling and performance, be it for short or long rides. This handsome-looking classic bike stands 2,010 mm long, 750 mm wide and 1,000 mm tall. Its seat height is comfortable enough for average-height Filipinos. It tips the scales at 135 kilograms. The RUSI Classic 250's 2020 model has been updated, though the price remains the same at PHP 80,000. Among the cosmetic changes are the now grilled halogen single headlight flanked on the sides by similarly grilled LED front signal lights, and the copper accents on the shocks. The LED tail light remains the same, but the rear signal lights are also now grilled. The clip-on handlebars, the teardrop fuel tank, the brown plush flat seat and the stainless grab rail all remain the same. The instrument gauge remains analog, but the backlight is changeable from blue to orange. The elbow of the exhaust pipe gets an extra canister at the middle, and it is no longer chrome-plated or stainless, only the muffler shield is chrome-plated. The dual sport tires remain the same, with a 4-inch V-rubber up front and 4.50-inch at the rear. No changes were made to the mechanicals. The RUSI Classic 250 is still powered by a Euro 3 compliant 223cc 4-stroke, oil-cooled engine paired with a 6-speed transmission. The front suspension layout consists of an upside-down shock, while the rear suspension is a YSS double rear shock. Twin disc brakes clamp the front wheel, while a single disc brake is found at the rear wheel, giving the RUSI Classic 250 a superior stopping power. The RUSI Classic 250 is available in 3 colorways of flat black, titanium and flat red. As previously mentioned, the bike is customizable. The seat frame, handlebars, and other components can be changed to suit your style. Examples are raising the handlebars, changing the shocks to have a lower seat height, adding carriers and more. At number 4. Yamaha Mio i125. The Yamaha Mio i125 regains its momentum and moves up 2 slots to settle at top 4 in February. Not to be confused with the Yamaha Mio Soul i125, although both sport the same engine and boast the same power. The Yamaha Mio i125 is lightweight and caters more to the younger generation, while the Soul i125 is more for the mature riders. Yamaha's dominance of the Philippine scooter market was mainly because of its hugely popular Mio range, and of this lineup, the Mio i125 has grown to be an immediate favorite of Filipino scooter enthusiasts ever since it made its way into the local market in 2015. The current iteration of the Yamaha Mio i125 runs on a 125cc single-cylinder, 4-stroke 2-valve air-cooled sock gasoline engine that generates up to 9.3 horsepower maximum power at 8,000 revolutions per minute and a peak torque of 9.6 Nm coming at 5,500 revolutions per minute, mated to the brand's variable speed transmission or CVT. It weighs only 92 kilograms, curb weight, which ups the power-to-weight ratio, allowing for maximum performance. 14-inch wheels are standard with the front wheel suspended on telescopic forks, the rear having standard swing arms. In terms of braking power, the Yamaha Mio i125 utilizes a hydraulic single disc at the front and mechanical drum brake at the rear. It rolls on 14-inch alloy wheels wrapped in 80/80 tire up front and a large 170 tire at the rear for a better road grip. The highly popular Yamaha scooter comes installed with an integrated key lock system. This lock has a shutter that can be closed easily but cannot be opened unless the back portion of the assigned key is used. Moreover, There's an available smart key with a smart button, which, when pressed, the Mio I-125 will signal its location to the owner via lights and electronic sounds. At number 3. Yamaha Mio Aerox 155. The Yamaha Mio Aerox 155 retains its incredibly firm grip on the top 3 position of our monthly top 10 best motorcycles. In February 2021, the sporty Mio Aerox once again holds the 3rd best motorcycle crown, making it the 9th consecutive time that it holds this ranking since June 2020. It rightfully deserves being the 3rd placer, as this Yamaha scooter has been among the most powerful automatic scooters in the local market ever since it arrived in 2017. Its bulky, sharp and aggressive styling, from its dual LED headlights and taillights all the way to its racing scooter-shaped bodywork and down to its wide tires and sporty exhaust, the Yamaha Aerox looks every bit the part of a sporty scooter. Subtle touches such as racing decals on its body and the way that the rear grab handles do not break the seat lines give a hint of the Aerox's sporty ambitions. Its engine is a 155cc single-cylinder 4-stroke, 4-valve liquid-cooled sock engine that fires up a healthy dose of up to 15.1 horsepower output and 13.9 Nm of peak torque, attached to Yamaha's V-belt automatic transmission, its version of a CVT. Other notable safety and security features of the current iteration of the Yamaha Aerox are front and rear disc brakes as standard, a shutter lock, a pass switch, a keyless entry system and an engine check warning light. It also comes with digital gauges. The Yamaha Mio Aerox 155 is now one of the Yamaha motorcycles that rolls out of the newly opened YMPH production plant in Batangas. At number 2. Honda Click 125i. The Honda Click 125i seems to be struggling to regain the pole position that it held for months last year. But it is still a mighty achievement to hold on to the top 2 spot to which it fell in January. Although it remains a 2nd placer in February, the Honda Click 125i still clicks with many Filipino riders out there. In looks alone, the Honda Click 125i is already a winner. Honda's well-loved scooter has a nice combination of sharp lines and soft edges. It flaunts an LED headlight and taillight, a sporty-looking muffler with an aluminum cap, nice sporty decals on its sleek bodywork, and a decent capacity storage, 18 liters to be exact, beneath its seat, enough to fit in a full-face helmet. The Honda Click 125i is one of Honda's best offerings and has dubbed it as a game-changer. It is the Japanese motorcycle manufacturer's very first offering with a PGM-Fi engine that has the enhanced Smart Power (ESP) feature. This is Honda's proprietary powertrain for all its scooters, which makes for enhanced fuel efficiency and durability and engine quietness. To top it off, the Click 125i has also been equipped with Honda's Smart Technology Suite, a host of advanced features that provides for an enhanced performance, energy savings and much improved safety features. The 10.9 horsepower output and 10.8 Nm torque producing 125cc 4-stroke, single-cylinder, liquid-cooled, fuel-injected engine is attached to a V-belt automatic transmission, hinting that the Click 125i can truly outperform its rivals in the 125cc scooter segment. In terms of fuel savings, it consumes 53 kmpl on average, which is not bad at all for a scooter of this class. The Honda Click 125i has, for its suspension layout, a telescopic fork up front and a unit swing on the rear, allowing for a comfortable ride and smooth handling. Disc brakes on both wheels ensures superb stopping power. As part of Honda's Smart Tech suite, riders of the Click 125i have access to Honda's Kami brake system, in which they only need to pull the left lever and the distribution of the brake force will be balanced between the front and rear disc brakes. A parking brake lock, a change oil indicator, a battery indicator and digital gauges that displays fuel consumption in real time, as well as the trip meter. At number 1. Yamaha NMAX 155. Now proudly Philippine assembled, the Yamaha NMAX 155 retains the pole position that it snatched from the Honda Click 125i in January 2021. The top-selling 155cc mini maxi scooter, which has been updated in September last year, stakes its claim in the local scooter market. And just recently, the 2021 Yamaha NMAX that rolled out of YMPH's new production facility in Malvar, Batangas boasts new tech features similar to its bigger maxi scoot siblings. Aside from the full model change that it underwent in September, the locally manufactured 2021 Yamaha NMAX is now equipped with traction control. This makes the crowd-favorite pocket-sized maxi scoot much safer to ride in various road conditions. This comes on top of the NMAX's 230mm front and rear disc brakes and dual-channel ABS. Enhancing safety further, the 2021 Yamaha NMAX also comes with a new 6-element LED unit headlight. The low beam gets 4 units while the high beam gets 2 units, for best visibility on the road. The LED taillight has also been restyled. The latest iteration of the popular scooter has retained its LED DRLs, built-in hazard lamp switch, fully digital instrument panel with the important trip information toggleable via handlebar-mounted switch. The 2021 Yamaha NMAX remains powered by the same 155cc 4-stroke, single-cylinder, 4-valve liquid-cooled Blue Sock power plant with VVA that churns out up to 15 horsepower of power output at 8,000 revolutions per minute and 13.9 Newton-meters of peak torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute and hooked to a V-belt automatic gearbox. Although this engine has been carried over from the previous versions, it has been retuned in the September 2021 model, and the latest 2021 iteration, to provide better emission quality and improved acceleration for the new Yamaha NMAX model. The new NMAX's chassis has a slightly shorter wheelbase than the old model for better handling. It still sits on a backbone frame with a telescopic fork suspension up front and a unit swing at the rear. The Philippine-made 2021 NMAX comes with the Yamaha exclusive Y-Connect feature. This smartphone downloadable app works with the scooter's communication control unit, CCU, that then handles the data and info exchange within the app. Information such as fuel consumption, maintenance recommendation, oil and battery status, scooter malfunction, and last known paired parking location can be accessible to the rider via this nifty app. Other notable features of the Yamaha NMAX are the ever-comfortable and spacious maxi seat design, the smart motor generator that sheds off a separate conventional starter allowing for a quieter engine start and restart, and the stop-start system that turns the engine off automatically whenever it goes idle, such as in traffic or at a stoplight, and turns back on again by a mere twisting of the throttle. The new Yamaha NMAX is also fitted with a smart key system for a keyless ignition and remotely opening storage spaces, and a USB power socket on the right, waterproof lidded storage pocket for charging phones and devices. Thank you for watching.